So, we're a couple days away from the 50% off sale for the Criterion collection. I got more titles to recommend you guys. Welcome back to Movie Geeks and another video. And yeah, we're a couple days away from the upcoming 50% off sale Criterion collection at Barnes & Noble. And I'm really excited to get that sale on and get more titles and watch some brand new movies. There's some titles I really want to get. I won't tell you what it is. You have to wait until the haul, basically the main big haul in the end of November. But I got how many titles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 titles to recommend you guys that I think you should buy during the 50% off sale. Yeah, let's get right into it. There's some great titles for me to share you guys. The main reason why these are films I love and adore, and I think you guys should buy it and watch it, and feel free to do that. So let's go to the heavy hitter, the one that would take most time to watch. This is one big giant film that is The Human Condition, a film by Masaki Kobayashi. This is an epic, a definition of epic. This is a 574 minutes film that takes space with 3 discs, basically part 1, part 2, part 3, and I took 3 separate days for me to watch this film. Day 1, day 2, day 3, and I love this movie. It's heartbreaking, it's engaging, it's thrilling, and it's a phenomenal watch. But this is a film that you have to take your time watching this movie. You cannot just watch this movie in one go. You have to take different settings to watch this film. It's a beautiful film that dealt with human perspective in the time that they are in. Just a beautiful, well directed by Masaki Kobayashi, who did Kaidan and Harakiri, which is both excellent films. But this is just wow. This film blew me away, and I just love this movie. But I'm not sure this can be for everybody because this is a long film, and it's like each film is like almost 3 hours long. But yeah, phenomenal film. This is a journey to take with. But yeah, I highly recommend it. After you finish this movie. When I finished this movie, the third disc, I felt satisfied. I felt relieved. I felt something I accomplished. This is an experience, a journey. I felt relief. But this is a highly recommend. Just a wonderful experience to behold, and just phenomenal stuff. And the performance by Nakadai. I forgot the name of the actor, but because I'm an idiot. Tatsuya Nakadai, yes. Who was in a couple of films, and Harakiri, for example. He is phenomenal in this movie. He's not playing a samurai character. He's playing like a human being with feelings and heartbreaking and emotions. It's just a phenomenal film. But what I'm trying to say. So the first recommendation is The Human Condition. Just phenomenal film. But it's one of the films that you have to take your time and watch in different settings. Next up is The Cranes Are Flying, directed by Mikhail Kalastasov. I believe I'm mispronouncing that name. But phenomenal. Oh my god, this movie took me by a surprise how good this film. Not only the direction is phenomenal, the cinematography is wonderful, and the performances is wonderful, but the story, what makes it work, is so gripping, grounded, emotional, heartbreaking, just devastating. There's so many scenes in this film. It's just so devastating to watch. If you want to watch like a heartbreaking, sad movie, go ahead. The Cranes Are Flying is one of them. Just a phenomenal film. Very similar to The Human Condition. You're following this character, experiences very, sad situation they are in, and this take place, I believe, the Soviet Union era, and it's just a very wonderful film. Just really well done, well shot, just well performed. Just I was so engaged to this movie. I didn't expect to love this movie because I heard so much about this movie, and I immediately fell in love with this movie. And oh my god, I highly recommend the cranes are flying. Just it's so well done and it's just immaculately done. This is my kind of film, grounded and realistic, and you focus on the character and the story, and just this is one of those films. It's just phenomenal. It's just I highly recommend The Cranes Are Flying. It's just a phenomenal job with this one, and this was a blind buy. I mean, all these were a blind buy, and I fell in love with them. Next, let's stay away from the darkness, the gritty, the heartbreakingness. Let's go to some fun time. We have The Philadelphia Story, starring Cary Grant, Katharine Hepburn, and James Stewart. And I love this movie, and it's directed by Joel Cooker. Love this movie. So much fun, so much heart. It's lighthearted, it's sweet. It flew by really quickly. It's, get to the point, and the characters, the performances by James Stewart and Cary Grant, it's just so much fun to watch, and it's just a delight. Katharine Hepburn is such adorable as well. I just love this film. The banter between the character, is great to watch. It's fast paced. It's just wonderful. If you want to have a fun time, the Philadelphia Story is the one to go. It's just such a delight. And seeing Cary Grant and James Stewart in one movie is always a cool thing, because I love Cary Grant. I also love James Stewart, and so it's so cool to see that. Phenomenal film. It's just wonderful. The dialogue is so fast and quick and witty, and very witty and very. That's the vibe that this film goes for, and this came out in the 40s. This 40s era. It's just phenomenal film. The Philadelphia Story. Just so good. Just so good. And then we go to some silent films. Yes, we heard so much about Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton, but we got this an outsider, an outcast, Harry Lord's The Kid Brother, which is possibly my favorite Harry Lord film that he had done. Yes, Speedy is great and Safety Last is great. The Kid Brother is just like the first story. It's so much fun. It's fast paced, it's charming, it's delightful. You're rooting for the main character who is trying to prove that he is worth it. Trying to impress to a girl as well. There's so many great shots. It's just an exciting film. The third act is super exciting as well. And, I had to recommend some silent films. The other video that I did, I recommend The Cameraman, which is a phenomenal Buster Keaton film. Now this time I recommend a Harry Lord film, The Kid Brother, which is an excellent film. Highly recommend this. Just so much fun. If you want another fun goofball, really delighted, lighthearted film, The Kid Brother is the one to go as well. It takes place in a Western, which is another plus. Harry Lord is great. Love this movie, and the story is just so much fun. It's easy to watch. It's nice and brisk, and it's one of those films that you want to lay back and just relax and enjoy. The Kid Brother is one of those kind of movies. You just want to sit back in the chair, just watch the screen, and just have fun and laugh at. This is one of those films. I love The Kid Brother. I actually prefer this over Safety Last, in my opinion. I love Safety Last, but The Kid Brother is the one to take the cake. Love this film. And then we got some great dialogue. So the next recommendation is All About Eve, starring Bette Davis, Annie Baxter. This film blew me away. So many reasons. The dialogue, the characters, the cinematography, the direction, everything about this movie is just phenomenal. This is one of the films that I heard so much about. I was this close buying the studio release, I believe MGM Fox releases, and I believe it was released on Digibook before. I'm so glad I waited until they announced the Criterion. I was like, ooh, and this cover has been my intrigue. But this is one of the films that I did not expect what the story is going to be. And this film blew me away by how great the story is, especially the ending of the film. Just a phenomenal release and a phenomenal film. If you want to watch, a riveting dialogue piece. All About Eve is wonderful, and it's brilliant. It's brilliant, as everybody keeps saying, and highly recommend All About Eve. And it's a great packaging too. It's a digipack, so it's a nice deluxe treatment. So highly recommend All About Eve if you want to get into filmmaking and writing. It's just wonderful. And then we go to some Paul Thomas Anderson, and this is one of Jackson's favorite films, and I love this movie. And when Jackson recommended this movie, I did not expect going in because I heard the great performance by Adam Sandler. And you know what film I'm talking about? Punch Drunk Love. It's fast paced. It's riveting. It's exciting. It's engaging. It's just so. Something I found about this film is just so heartwarming to watch for Adam Sandler character because he's very unique in this film, and I believe this performance by Adam Sandler is almost close to Uncle Jam performance. I love both of his performance from Uncle Jam's and Punch Drunk Love. Both the performances are tight. They're phenomenal for performance. Um, it's just this type of film is just so fast paced and it's in the moment, and everything about this movie is just you're rooting for Adam Sandler character. Um, he had a crush on this particular girl and he couldn't get through it because he had this anxiety struggles, and it's so engaging to watch. And this is the type of filmmaker I need to get into more. Paul Thomas Anderson is one of the filmmakers I heard so much about. There Will Be Blood, The Master. Yeah, phenomenal film, very fast paced. It's riveting. It's just so good. It's just original. It's just everything about this movie is just scream filmmaking. I remember watching a clip in one of my sound editing class, and she showed one of the clips for Punch Drunk Love as using the ensemble as music, the score as a character, and portraying, making the score as a character part of this character as well. Just phenomenal analysis to it, and just phenomenal film. Just adore this movie. And I was worried going in saying this is gonna be overhyped because oh my god, it's overhyped. No, I love this movie. I did not expect to love this movie, and of course, Philip Seymour Hoffman in this movie is just chef kiss. Oh, this I recommend you getting this. This film not only surprised me, but I just fell in love with this movie. Guys, History is Made at Night, started by Frank Borsegi, and oh my god, this film blew me away. There was so many roller coaster emotion ride. Like there's so many emotions going on. I was happy, I was sad, I was angry, I was worrying, I was engaged. I was like everything about this movie has so many emotion in one package. This is one of the better romantic comedy movies and one of the better romantic movies. And the ending, I'm not gonna go into spoilers, but the ending blew me away. There were moments I was like, yes, yes, yes. There was moments I was like, no, no, no. I know Nathan and I both love this movie, and I know what you should know what we're talking about. But that third act of the movie is phenomenal, and one of my favorite characters is the chef, who is adorable in this movie and just delightful to watch. There's some great moments, some great funny moments. There's just a heartwarming film, and it's one of the better romantic movies. If you're not into romantic movie, give this movie a chance. It's a good old black and white Hollywood movie. It's phenomenal in every sense of the word. It's just one of my favorite first time watches for this year. I was blown away. Blown away. I didn't expect to love this movie. I heard so much about this movie by the recommendation by Nathan, and I decided, you know what, I want to pick this up. And I was not planning to pick this up in the July sale. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna gamble this, and I saw it. I just immediately fell in love with this movie. And it's one of my favorite first time watches of 2021. This is a great recommendation, great title, highly recommend. But the one film that takes a cake to all that is Hal Hawks, Katharine Hepburn, Cary Grant, Bringing Up Baby. I love this movie in so many levels. It's charming, it's wonderful, it's funny, it's cute, it's fast paced, it's engaging, it's just a delightful comedy screwball film. A romantic comedy screwball, basically. It's just Katharine Hepburn played this wonderful character, a goofy yet charming, funny, childlike character, and Katharine Hepburn in this movie is just adorable. I would love to hug her. She's such a delight in this movie, and then Cary Grant is also excellent as always. Love this movie. I was just engaged with this movie. I didn't expect to love this movie because romantic comedies is not my favorite romantic. Not my favorite genre. That's what I'm to say. But I love this movie and I highly recommend it. I think you should pick this up for the next November sale. Just I highly recommend. And also have great packaging. The title is leopard. The spine is leopard. It's just a great packaging overall. It's just a delightful fun time. It's one of those films that you just want to lay back and relax and enjoy the movie. And this is my favorite first time watch of 2021. I adore this movie. You have no idea. And I'm in the mood watching this movie right now because it's so much fun. You just need that light-hearted film in your life, and this is one of them. And I'm so glad I picked it up because when this was announced, I'm like sold. But yeah, that's Bring Up Baby. So this is worth checking out and worth picking up and worth adding to your collection. Well, there you have it, guys. These are my picks that you should pick up for the next 50% off sale. These are the films I recommend you picking up and watch for the first time. But yeah, I cannot wait for the sale. Hopefully my wallet doesn't take a beat. Like last time, I tend to go crazy with the sale because I love Criterion, as you can see. And yeah, I'm really excited for the next sale, and I'm really excited. That's all I'm trying to say. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, please subscribe and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxd. Link below, and have a great one. Take care.